This is Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. Now, Nile FM's Aware with Adham.
Another Saturday and another episode of Nile FM's Aware. Welcome to the show. With me tonight is Virginia from this really cool organization called Plan International. Tonight, we're going to be talking about a really awesome initiative. You don't want to miss this.
Egypt's #1 for hit music, 104.2 Nile FM. Cairo, Nile FM's Aware.
And we're here, it's Nile FM's Aware. Hope you're having a great weekend so far. Mine is about to get a whole bunch better, and I hope yours as well. With me tonight in the studio is the lovely Virginia, not Gamilet al-Gamilet, the one that we're used to, but the Virginia from a very cool organization called Plan International. Virginia, first of all, welcome on the show.
Hi, thank you. Thank you for having me.
It's a pleasure to have you here. And you represent an organization called Plan International. Now, I've been to the website. You guys do a whole array of things. So instead of kind of introducing it myself, I'd like you to do this. What exactly is, if you can sum it up, what exactly is Plan International?
Sure. Plan is an international organization. We are working in more than 70 countries around the world. We are actually one of the oldest. We've been around for more than 75 years in the world, and more than 30 in Egypt, which is a really good number because it gives us a lot of ownership and feel of what we're doing in the country. We basically focus on children. We promote children's rights. We work also with women and with youth, but where our aim is really to promote children's rights, to improve their lives so that they can have opportunities to contribute to the country when they become older.
And this is basically the same direction that Plan International in every single country it's operating in follows. So it's all of Plan is just about children's rights, as well as a little bit of youth and women as well, but it's mostly children's rights all over the world.
Exactly. I mean, especially children is everywhere. Here, to be honest, the focus on youth and women is very strong because of the context. I mean, for us, it's very difficult to understand poverty alleviation without looking at gender equality in Egypt. So that's what we also in Egypt, we focus a lot on girls and women.
You mentioned this very, very, very cool campaign. Please let us know all about it.
Well, you make it sound very, very excited, and actually it is. It's a global campaign. It's called Because I'm a Girl. In Arabic, it sounds like Ashan and a Bent.
Ashan and a Bent, exactly. Right? Yes, perfect.
It's a global campaign that we're implementing in all the 70 countries where Plan works, and it's basically to combat gender inequality and lift millions of girls out of poverty. We really believe that since the moment a girl is born, and especially in Egypt and many other developing countries, they really face many barriers. They're born and they don't have the chance to grow and develop in a healthy way. Then they go to school and they drop out very early. Then they are, they face female genital mutilation or early marriage. Then they stay in their houses as mother, and they really reproduce the same cycle of poverty in their own children.
Yeah, now that you're actually describing it, it does sound quite grim. I mean, I'm sitting there and listening. Okay. I'm like,
Should I tell you the fun part of it?
Please do.
Well, the fun part, this is the reason why we believe that we really have to have a global campaign that address the situation of girls, address the barriers that they face, and address the opportunities that we have to offer for girls. So that's where the campaign becomes exciting, and it really applies in all the 70 countries where we work. Egypt is one, but the situation of girls is really very different and sometimes negative in even developed countries. So we feel that it's a campaign that really brings girls together around the world.
What I'm really interested in knowing now is on the ground, how are you planning on doing this? What is Plan doing about this?
Okay, we started the launch on the 11th of October. We celebrate for the first time the International Day of the Girl Child. It was a really good opportunity to really make the society aware. And we even managed to get the pyramids light up in pink, and they look really cool. I think they never seen look so beautiful.
Okay.
But in the ground, we're implementing programs with the communities, with the local organizations, to really create opportunities for girls. For example, what is very important? Literacy. A girl that is not able to read and write, where she's going to go? I mean, she's not even able to read the signs on the streets or take the right bus. then we also create economic opportunities for girls to be able to save some money so that then whenever they have some kind of extra cash, they can start their own business. Having some money, having a business is a way of taking decisions and confronting or negotiating with your husband or with your family about what you want to do, how do you see your life. So we are also creating employability opportunities and a lot of awareness raising about their own opportunities. It's a matter of empowering girls and women so that they feel confident about where to go. So it's very powerful.
I really like that because not only is this a tool to help them negotiate or confront as well, but also integrate them back into society as valuable assets, as contributing members in society the way it is always ought to have been. So I'm definitely behind all of that.
Exactly, and it's important. It's not a confronting approach. I mean, people shouldn't be scared about a campaign like Because I'm a Girl. It's a way of just giving them what belongs to them, and they will be able to contribute and give back to the society. I mean, a woman that is well educated, she can get a good job and she can contribute to her family and to her country at the end. So we really believe that Because I'm a Girl, girls are the future of Egypt. It's a very important campaign for Egypt.
And I mean, at the very end of the day, as we say in Arabic, أضعف الإيمان, at the very end of the day, girls, what are they? There are mothers, there are daughters, there are sisters, there are aunties, there are grandmas, the people that have really played extremely significant roles in shaping society as a whole and our lives as individuals as well. What about the future? What are you planning on doing next?
Right, the future is how we move this campaign from being a campaign, a marketing strategy with some programs, to become a social movement. How we really make the girls' situations and issues something that we are all responsible. No matter if you live in a poor community or in a nice apartment in Heliopolis, we are all responsible for making something to really increase the opportunities for girls. So that's something very important that we are really, engaging people in Egypt. One of the initiatives that we're going to promote is launching a movie called Girls Rising. It's been promoted in different countries and we will launch it on the 25th of May. We are also starting to work with the UN Women to promote a program to reduce the harassment that girls are facing in cities, especially in Cairo. So there will be more opportunities even for people to get engaged at different levels. And of course, we will continue with our programs, promoting literacy, saving groups, awareness raising opportunities, reducing harmful traditional practice.
That's really cool. And one thing that I really like as well is that it's apparently not only Plan International that's getting behind this, but you guys are collaborating with other NGOs and other corporates a lot of entities. You're bringing people in to kind of push this campaign forward and get the word out. This is something that I really, really find really cool. Well, it's coming to be that time of the day where we kind of have to wrap things up on this edition of NileFM's Aware. With me tonight, though, was a very, very, very lovely individual called Virginia. Now, she is working with an organization called Plan International, an organization that's been in Egypt for the last 30 years and has presence globally in 70 different countries. And we were talking about a specific initiative or campaign that you guys are working on called Because I'm a Girl, empowering young girls specifically to give them back their rights to be educated, to not be harassed, to be working, sustainable, and active members in society as well. And this is really, really, really cool. You also mentioned that you have several other projects. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time to talk about those, but what I can do is ask you if I want to know more about your other projects, if I want to be involved, if I want to engage with you guys, or know what is going on with Because I'm a Girl in the future. How do I get in touch with you guys?
Well, that would be fantastic. Get in touch now. Different ways, of course. We have our Twitter account and our Facebook page called Plan Egypt. We also have our website, www.planegypt.org, where you can read all about our programs, youth, children, women, and then you can find, an email address there where you can, if you're interested in doing an internship or work opportunities, or just to know more, we will love you to take you to the communities and to the field and show you what we do.
That's amazing. Just so I make sure that I have this correctly, it's, for example, with Twitter, it's @Plan Egypt. And then with Facebook, it's facebook.com/Plan Egypt. And of course, your website, www.planegypt.org. Am I correct?
Perfect.
There you got it. Virginia, it's been an absolute pleasure having you on the show. Thank you so much for taking the time and for this wonderful effort that you're putting behind this great initiative.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
I'm glad you enjoyed it. We are definitely happy to have you here, and I look forward to having you come back and tell us more about what is going on with Plan International and specifically Because I'm a Girl campaign.
Sure.
And in wrapping, as I always say, if you're one of these individuals working with an NGO or an organization or social development initiative, just whatever it is that you're doing, if you're trying to do some positive impact impact and give back to the community, we'd love to hear from you and have you right here on the show. Just email me, tell me a little bit about what you're doing. That's aware@nileradioproductions.net. That's again, aware@nileradioproductions.net. Send me an email. I'd love to have you right here on the show. Unfortunately, though, this is all the time that we have for this week. I'll catch you next Saturday for yet another episode of NileFM's Aware, where we're interviewing yet another group of individuals that's all about giving back to the community.